Freeway Conversations, take one.
I first learned how to drive when I was 17 years old. I was kind of late, I'm not gonna lie. But my first car I ever had was a 2001. It was a Acura, a blue Acura with black on black windows. Man, we got pulled over like once a month. I'm not even playing. So like the insides were luxurious, but the outside, man, they thought I was like taking banks, man. That's a corny ass question, the way you worded that. But I would say man, I think the fact that the 60, from where it starts to where it ends, from top to bottom, from west to east, it's people that I assimilate with, it's people that I associate with, it's people that I admire, people that I grew up with, all walks of life. But obviously Brown. It's home. When I'm on that freeway, it's home. It's always been home. It's always been love. Now what's crazy is I was recently educated about that. When I grew up, honestly, I never knew no freeway outside the 60 up until I was like 18, 19 years old. That was really the only freeway I recognized. That was really the only freeway that I needed. But I think that the division was intended, obviously, for systematic reasons. We can't get into all that in too much detail. I mean, if you know, you know. But I think it was a blessing in disguise, I'm not gonna lie. I think being close and assimilated tightly with my people gave me a sense of love, gave me a sense of belonging. And that's something that you can't buy. That's something that you can't have if they don't do that. So, but I was recently educated about that, so that kind of fucked me up, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that systematic oppression goes deeply rooted, not just beyond schools, economics, and social stuff like that. It even goes into freeways. You know, when I chose this route for the concept for my album, I had no clue about that. So I think just, you know, when there's a will, there's a way, and that's what I did with this. And I put on for my people. So it was a blessing in disguise, respectfully, in my opinion. In my opinion, the worst freeway in Los Angeles, man, I'm gonna say the 2. I'm gonna stick with the 2. It just feels like it's in the wrong place for a freeway. Like, just like that. Like, I wouldn't be, I'm never on the 2. Like, if you tell me to take the 2, like, I'll take a bike. Like, I'll walk. Like, I'm not taking the 2. That's a good question. There's been 3 of them. My first 3 albums that I put out, just hearing them on the streaming platforms for the first time, getting onto the freeway ramp for the 60, and just like driving, because that's what I like to do when the music comes out. I like to hear what the rest of the people, because I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I've always made music for the freeway. It took me about 4 years to accept that. I've always made music for the freeway, always. Man, one time I was working overnights. My day job was a graveyard shift. I was on the phone. I swear to God, I witnessed 3 cars, just like probably like 20 yards in front of me, just boom, boom, boom. And all 3 cars, they split 3 ways. So it looked like a yo-yo. Like it looked like, what's that game that they play? I don't know what it is, but that shit was crazy. It was like some like GTA type shit. Like, I'll never forget that. And from that point on, I've been driving with like a distance. I drive like 5 yards, 10 yards apart. Like, I don't even want to touch nobody. I don't even want to, like, man, I'll be late. Like, it's not worth it. Damn. And they didn't prepare me for that question. They didn't tell me you were gonna ask that shit. Atlantic. Man, you got so many options. All Mexican options, but fire. As far as like local food, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, the borderline between Monterey Park and East Los, that shit's up right there. And shout out SoCal Burgers. SoCal Burger is the shit. I go there once a week. Man, I love SoCal Burger. They didn't pay me to say that. Like, I love SoCal Burger. Best burger I've had in my lifetime. Get the fries too, and then save your money and get the milkshake. Don't even get a drink. Just have the milkshake instead of a drink. That shit's fire. Yeah. Shout out SoCal Burger. I think the fact that there's open road and the fact that you're so focused on driving that you're able to just let the music take over. You let the music live. I think the placement of the speakers that they have in most cars is actually ideal to listen to music, because it's not just coming in left, right, mono with earphones, and it's not usually a surround sound, so where it sounds like in a club, like a party. It's in perfect position for where you're driving, from where like the passenger seat is. Like, I was actually thinking about that when I was figuring out this concept for the album, and just the placement of the speakers. That's a good question. When I was creating the 60 Freeway music, it had to be a song, it had to be a sound, it had to be production. Something that I'd be upset about if a phone call interrupted it. Something that I'd be upset about if like the Maps audio interrupted it. Cause like when I put on Maps, like when I drive, like I got the volume off. That's the thing, like I don't want to be disturbed. So I think making each song as to where like you don't want to have any conversations in the car when it's playing. You don't want to have no phone calls, like nothing like that. I think that was the goal when it came to picking the songs I picked. I think for me that came about when I was writing the lyrics. I think, man, I spent my whole life on the 60 Freeway. The 24 years I've been on Earth, it's all been through the 60. Good times, bad times, I've gone through them all on the 60. So it was easy to pinpoint certain feelings, easy to pinpoint certain stories, easy to pinpoint certain just like aspirations I had. Because everything I've ever felt is honestly been on the 60. I figured you'd ask that question. I'm not gonna lie. The intro. I think Freeway Symphony, which is the first song on the album, I think it like encapsulates exactly what a perfect drive on the 60 feels like. And what I mean by that is like literally on the 60 freeway, 60 miles an hour, minimal traffic. That's what it sounds like. That's what it feels like. I guarantee it. That's why I picked that song as the intro. It fits. Perfect BPM, the tempo, it works. So I would say the intro, Freeway Symphony. Yo, this was fun. Again, I go by Superior James. 60 Freeway music, out now. Stream it, buy it, download it legally, whatever it takes. It's love. I appreciate y'all for real. Brown Loyal. Check it out. Go on the 60. Drive at about 60, 65 miles an hour. Press play. 9 songs, 25 minutes. Guarantee it's worth the listen. Put my heart into this shit, and I believe you can hear that too. So with that being said, man, fuck with me. Brown Loyal. Alright, I'm tired. Let's get the fuck out of here. Negativity just not a pretty look. Yeah. Just hit me when you can. All this animosity, you styling on me. Why you styling?